to introduce you to my beautiful bride, Laura, and we wish to welcome you to Shiloh for worship on Sunday. We'll be meeting here in our sanctuary at 8:30 and then down in our Life Center at 11. And we'd sure love to have you join us. We are ready for you. We have everything set. So starting on July 19th, we're going to be making some more additions to our worship options as we recover from the shutdown related to COVID-19. On July 19th, we will reintroduce our sanctuary worship service at 8:30 in the morning. The sanctuary of Shiloh Church is found here by this carport. So you're going to come to the parking lot nearest the carport and you'll enter through these carport doors. Now I want to show you what you can expect as you come in. You'll notice that we have some signage and stuff to tell you to do the 6-foot social distancing and so forth. Come on in. And you can see again that we have some different features here to just help people move safely about as they get ready for worship and protect themselves from COVID-19. Our parish nurse will be here at this table to ask you a couple of questions about your health and to help you make the best decision for being part of worship on Sunday morning. And then we will, of course, we want everybody to wear masks when they come. Bring your own or we'll supply you with one. And then when you come in, we want you to feel completely welcome, but we also want you to feel completely safe. So we want you to make sure you use our hand sanitizer stations, and then you can come on to worship. You can see all the directions. We're going to ask everybody to enter the sanctuary for 8:30 worship through the center doors and exit through the side doors. Again, this is to keep people from getting each other's faces, so that we can try to guard as much as possible against the spread of COVID-19. Come on into the sanctuary. Now the lights are down right now because it's not the morning worship, but you should be able to see pretty clearly what we've done here. We'll ask everybody to come into the sanctuary down the center aisle, and as you can see, we have every other pew blocked off. This is so that you can distance with each other. Obviously, when you come to church to fill in the pews, you will sit with your family members in a group or with your husband or wife or your partner. But then if someone else wants to sit in the pew, the best thing you can do when you enter is to go ahead and move down to the other end of the pew. So when you come in, we're going to ask you to just go ahead and move to the other end of the pew so that the next person to fill in that pew can sit about 6 feet apart from you. And that's what we would ask you to do. So we want to ask you to please fill the pew from the far end first. And that's pretty much what you can expect for the worship service on Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. At 9:45, we will have combined Sunday school in here. After the service is over, we'll simply ask you to step out in the lobby for a little while or outside if the weather's nice, and we will reset the pews so that when you come back in for the combined Sunday school class, you'll be sitting in a clean pew. And we'll ask people to do the same thing again for the combined Sunday school class. Then, when the service is over, we're going to ask you to exit through the side aisles and go out the side doors. And you'll see markings on the floor to help you know which way we would like to have you go. And that's what we can expect for Sunday worship in the sanctuary at 8:30 a.m. Now, we are going to offer nursery service starting on July 19th. However, we're not going to have children's classes yet. So children grade school age, that's say 5 or 6 or 7 years old and older, they can join us in the adult Sunday school class in the sanctuary. But if you would like to register your child in our nursery, let me show you where you do that. Come on down the hall with me. If you're an old familiar friend of Shiloh, then you recognize these halls that you haven't been able to wander through for several months. If you encounter a closed door, we'd ask you to keep that door closed. Don't go in there because those rooms would have to be cleaned again if you go in. When you get to the top of these stairs, you will see that we have the nursery service ready for you. You go down these stairs, and we have a secure nursery, which means that only the parents or the caregivers and the children are allowed to come down here, and all the exterior entryways are locked. In our nursery, you will find a paid staff person who is here to help, and we will have a process for you to check in and make sure that your little one is safe and secure. We'll also ask you, parents, to provide us with a telephone number where we can text message you if you're needed in the nursery or something like that. We have a beautiful nursery. I wish you could smell how clean it smells in here right now. We have always taken cleanliness very seriously, but after the COVID-19 outbreak, we have taken our cleaning to a much higher standard. We have some very sophisticated equipment that does a tremendous job of cleaning in every little nook and cranny and leaving things secure. You'll probably notice, as we've been walking through the hallways, these tags on the various doors. These tags indicate whether a room has been sanitized or not. If you see a red X, it means the room has not been sanitized, and you definitely don't want to go in there. If you see a green square or rectangle like this, then it means the room has been sanitized. So it's clean for you, but as soon as you go in there, then it's not clean anymore. So don't go in there unless you need to go in there, because somebody will have to come along behind you and clean. I'd like to tell you what you can expect for the 11 o'clock Shiloh Life Center worship. This is the Shiloh Life Center, and you were just in the sanctuary up there at the other end of the hill, and now we're going to come into the Shiloh Life Center. You will enter by coming down this sidewalk right here towards the courtyard, and again you'll notice that we've clearly marked for you reminders to social distance, safe distance, but also indications of entry and exit. Again, the whole idea is just to help you to avoid getting in somebody's face. Be sure you bring your mask, and if not, we will provide you with one. You'll notice that we want you to enter through one set of doors and exit through another set of doors. Come on in. You can see the nurse's station there when you come in for service at 11 o'clock. Again, they'll ask you a couple of questions just to make sure that you've made the best decision to be here. We'll invite you to put on a mask if you have one, or give you one of ours. And again, we will go to hand sanitizer before you come in, and then invite you to come on in to the Shiloh Life Center, which is dark now, but it'll be brightly lit and ready for you on Sunday morning. And you'll notice that our chairs have been set up for safe distancing. For individuals coming alone, these are the seats you would use. If you are with your spouse or partner, you would sit in one of those couples chairs over there. And if you are with your family, we have rows down here for family members. And so we are all doing what we can to make your experience here at worship as fulfilling as possible as you join the Shiloh family to serve and learn and to love God. and yet we're also doing our best to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. So when you get done with worship, you will exit through the other doors, and you can see a sign that says exit only. And then when you leave the worship service, we'll ask you to exit through these doors. Again, just trying to avoid having people end up looking too closely into each other's faces and spreading COVID-19. The thing that I want all of us to do is to wear our masks as a sign of love and grace and patient enduring, because these masks are a pain. I know, look at me. But when I wear this mask, it says that I care about you. And it says that I don't want you to get sick because of me. But the most important thing I want everybody to know is we love you and you are welcome.